Well, if you would like to adapt this approach, like say with a whole city or a big part of a city, I think um, what is advisable, and I think also Endotonella is doing this more and more, is like you really look at the stakeholders who are on board and you have conversations with the city council and the team leaders from child protection. You need to have them all in the room and they all need to support it. And then you can start, and then you can start an intensive program. Most of the time it's like basic training for a lot of people combined with very intensive training for practice leaders. So some people will be the examples for others and will help others because they are more intensely trained. And then I think also the management needs their own training, which could be largely done by solution-focused people, because for the management it's very important to stay very solution-focused and support their workers. And then, but there also needs to be like guidance when something happens. I mean, even the director has a big role. For instance, when there's a child fatality or something else, you need to really straighten your back and say we're on the right track and we're doing this and look very openly to what went wrong. But child protection is a very scary business for people. So they tend, in the past, if they did something new and there was one mistake or problem, they would turn their back and run away or something and try something new. So you really have to go for it with the whole city, with all the layers of management to workers. Of course, not everybody at the beginning will be enthusiastic. So there's a lot of work to be done there. But it's not something that's going to start because some workers go to a course in another place and they take it home and then it spreads like oil. No, it's not going to happen like that. I think you need to have commitment on every layer of responsibility, and so that you need to work very hard on. For me, the philosophy is, when we had solution-focused therapy, it was clear that the client was in the driver's seat. He was determining the goals. He was determining the solutions. And that was brilliant. But for me, in this new approaches, it's about the family who's in the driver's seat, not the client or the parent. So it's more broader than that. It's more going back to the family therapy tradition, I hope, like no man is an island. And the child has also a right for connectedness with his bigger family, and a sense of belonging, etc., comes with that. So I think politically it's about children's rights to be connected and to be kept safe by a wider family. And so there's some political, underpinning. I think that we're looking at a United Nations Children's Rights Declaration more than our maybe 10 years ago. We're more like parents' rights and putting that to the front, because there was like a logical development because parents were not treated well by the system. So we really focused on the parents' rights. And now I think we're even one step further and putting the child central and saying it's about children's rights. And sometimes you have to, do some difficult conversations with parents that the children have a right to be connected and to be kept safe by their bigger family, like there traditionally were in older cultures and still are in many family-driven cultures. The children are safe because they have like 50 adults around them that also have an eye on them, keep an eye on them, and they're out on the streets, and everybody knows when there's a problem, it's going to be solved within the family. And so this new approach is taking this a little bit back, which is more natural for a human being, I think, to be raised by aunts and, if necessary, be raised by aunts and grandmothers, even so, like her mother. If if miracles existed, I think what I would want is the child protection to really look at their results and to see what's working and not working. And if they would do that and be open to change, then there would probably be a lot more change in the world of the child protection, because they would actually see that a lot of places in the world they place a lot of kids unnecessary in residential facilities or foster care, going for the quick and easy professional solution instead of going to do the difficult conversation with the family. So I think my dream would be that child protection agencies would really, look at their results and be realistic and be ready to change something. And I think then we can do a lot of good things.
Make the world a better place.
Yes, I was not going to say that, but I do believe it, but I'm afraid to say it a bit, but make the world a better place, yes.